Welcome to Deeply Disgusted. And today on the docket, we have New York again. New York, New York, New York, New York, New York. When would you ever learn? Let's get to the show.
New York City, surveillance video shows a student walking to class on Monday morning at NYU, and then you see somebody creep up from behind and hit her, and then pull her by the hair to the ground. Alexis McAdams is live in New York's Greenwich Village with more. Hi, Alexis. Good morning.
Dana, good morning. Well, we walk around New York City all the time, and you know you got to keep your head on a swivel. In this case, the girl had no idea it was coming. The guy was watching her, according to police, and it happened right here on this sidewalk behind me. Now we're learning he has quite the rap sheet. We're talking 16 times and counting here as he's really been racking them up. This is James Rizzo on your screen.
Y'all don't notice every city is the same thing? It's the same old story. Somebody puts somebody on fire, or either throws them onto the tracks, or either stabs them multiple times, or either randomly just shooting people. You don't notice it's the same type of criminal? They have over 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, multiple felonies. And they're still walking these democratic streets.
He was charged with persistent sexual abuse, forcible touching, and assault. The 45-year-old man, who a police source tells me is homeless, has a history of committing sex crimes. But hey, he was right back out on the street in New York City. The 45-year-old was just released from jail back in September.
And they say they want to protect women. And they say they want to protect... Who's protecting a woman? Your councilman? Who's probably a woman? Your mayor, who's probably a woman? They're not protecting you. They're letting them right back out to commit the same offense of stalking and probably ending you.
September after serving time for a similar charge. So now police say he attacked a 20-year-old NYU student as she was walking to class.
He smacked her ass. He smacked her ass. If you look at the camera, you see he is aiming towards that tushy.
On Monday morning, she had her backpack, she had her headphones. She thought she was just going to make it to class safely, but her campus is New York City.
Look. You see? Look.
So you never...
Look. His hand did not go near her head. I thought he smacked her in the back of the head. You know when we used to do in 5th grade? Smack'ems. He smacked that ass.
Know what's going to happen. Amelia Lewis says the guy ran up behind her, he slapped her, he pulled her hair, and he knocked her right to the ground. Lewis shared her story as a warning to other students. Listen.
In the daylight, he was going to try to doggy style her. In the daylight, he was going to try to doggy style her in the middle of New York City. He was going to do Snoop Doggy Dogg on her.
I am a student at NYU. I should not be scared to be walking the street to go to my 9:30 a.m. class. These people are disgusting, and they should not be able to be walking around the street freely, targeting girls.
Come on, you got beautiful white girls like this walking around. You got cute, beautiful Caucasian girls right here trying to get an education. But look at her. Look at her. You really think men they can't sexually control their urges? You think they could control their urges with a girl like this? Look at this. This girl look like something out of like a Pocahontas story. Like, like she has one of those faces. Like, she should be a character.
Girls in doing this. This just shows that you really need to reflect on who you're voting for and supporting right now, because New York needs help and we're just not getting the help we need.
NYU says it's deeply disturbed by this attack that was caught on.
She's not only beautiful, but she's smart. She's not only beautiful, but she's smart. She said you need to focus on who you're voting for. She's basically telling y'all your voters in New York are idiots.
Cameron went viral online. It's offering support to this student. It comes as investigators tell me Rizzo could be linked to other similar attacks just like this in the area. So to be continued. Also, just weeks ago, if you remember this, it's hard.
Of course he's linked to other attacks. If he tried to doggy style a Caucasian woman in the middle of New York, imagine what he did in the alley.
To forget these New York Post front pages, Dana, it says Washington Square Park. It was after a huge bust by the DEA there. The New York Post calling the once clean park Washington Square Park instead of Washington Square Park because of that DEA bust. Back out here live, we can tell you that was just one of the issues that happens in this area. It's a nice area, Greenwich Village, right near the NYU campus, but they've got the drug problem, they've got the homeless problem. So students say, give us more security. We pay a lot to go here. Dana.
We certainly do. Thank you, Alexis.
When the President of the United States sets up and tweets 150.
So a white dog was found living in a pack with coyotes. Like the coyotes accepted him as like a coyote. He lived with the coyotes. Look, I'm not lying. Look.
Way to the outskirts of one Henderson neighborhood with its unlikely friends. The elusive creature appears to not only have been accepted by the pack, but by some accounts, leading it. Only on Fox 5, Kim Passoff brings us Ghost's story.
I just saw 3 coyotes right there.
2 coyotes running down the street in the Inspirata neighborhood in Henderson. Nothing too unusual about that, but pay close attention to the last of the pack. That is not a coyote. It is a white dog known as Ghost. Here he is, captured on a trail cam. Ghost white tail and back, a stark contrast to the dark night. Again, he is captured on camera with 2 coyotes. It's believed he was dumped in the desert as a puppy, and the coyotes took him in as one of their own.
It seems like he might have been put out there between 7 and 8 months, and somehow or another, the coyotes just accepted him.
That coyotes accepted the dog, yo. That's dope. That is dope. You don't hear stories like this. This is something out of like a Disney like cartoon. Like the coyotes accepted the dog. The coyotes is basically like, yo, come on, yo. You with us. Yo, you with us, yo. They don't want you. Come on. We don't care. We don't care. We'll put a little bit of your DNA in us. It's all good, man. We dogs, bro.
The first report of him that was on Nextdoor was back in July.
For the last 7 months, when neighbors in Inspirata spotted Ghost, they posted sightings of the elusive animal on neighborhood groups. But true to his name, every time someone would approach him, Ghost would disappear.
By October, people were reporting he was there all the time running with the coyotes at night. He was actually just running with them and eating with them, but then he started to limp. And
yo, Ghost is better than a lot of y'all fools committing these crimes. A lot of y'all fools commit these crimes. Y'all commit the crimes and get found right there at your baby mama house. Ghost, this dog Ghost, he out. You can't find him. Once you see him, you better take a picture, because guess what? You ain't going to see him ever again.
And we were afraid, limping, that the coyotes could turn on him.
He was now spotted moving slowly and laying down often. Neighbors shared these maps of the paths Ghost would take with animal rescue group, the Southern Nevada Trapping Team.
So as we're actually out here looking, there's one of our coyote friends. So we're thinking this is the path they're taking.
They searched near homes and the open desert for days and hours on end.
We were very nervous about where he was, how he was.
The first place we tracked him down, he was sleeping down in a ravine, but he got spooked out of there.
On Saturday night, all of their efforts paid off. Ghost walked into this crate baited with food.
When he got into that crate, he just sat down. I think he was also relieved.
It's just that adrenaline and excitement and relief. It was just a relief to get him out of there.
Despite living out in the desert for months with a pack of coyotes, Ghost is as friendly as can be. He takes to every human that he sees.
He is the sweetest.
How is he friendly when he lived with a pack of coyotes? How was he friendly when he lived with a pack of? That's yo. This is a dope story. This is a dope story. How didn't the dog pick up the aggression? If they found him when he was a puppy, how did it mimic the aggression of the coyotes? That need to be studied within itself.
Most loving dog. He comes up to you. He wants to be petted. He wants to be held. He's good in the car. You wouldn't even know that that's where he came from. You know, he's just another dog. He likes.
You saw him just laying in the car, just chilling. My dog never lived with coyotes. None of my dogs lived with coyotes. And guess what? They can't even stay still in the car for 2 seconds. This dog lived with coyotes. He lived in the wild. And he's able to sit still in a car? Oh, that need an applause. Ghost, anything you need, I got you, brother.
People. He didn't want anybody to catch him out there, but he does like people.
We met Ghost at Your Service Pet Supply in Henderson just 3 days after his rescue. He roamed the aisles at Timmy's on Darius' side, straight from the wild, yet acting like a civilized gentleman.
He's a good boy.
But living for 7 months among coyotes did not come without cost.
Got some teeth mark on the other side, too.
Yeah, he's definitely been through a lot.
Fights have scarred his face and body. He also...
Oh, the coyotes, they put him through like, he got to get down with the squad. You can't chill with coyotes and don't expect to get a coyote bite. That coyote is like a coyote. They're a gang within a gang. Like, coyotes? Do y'all know what coyotes are? I don't think y'all really know what coyotes are.
Also has an ear infection, eye infection, skin issues. His scrotum needs to be removed entirely, and a broken toe needs to be amputated.
He's got some rocks in his belly because he was probably hungry and ate some rocks. So we're just going to watch those, and hopefully those will pass so we don't have to have yet another surgery.
He's a survivor.
Showing no signs of aggression, and given his young age, once his medical work is complete, he will be up for adoption.
I know, I love you. I know, you're okay. You're okay.
But transitioning from living with coyotes to living with humans will take work.
He's not crate trained, he's not leash trained, he doesn't sleep at night. He's very stressed. He paces.
Oh, he got post-traumatic stress. It's the same thing like if you coming from the hood. When you coming from the hood, when we coming from the hood, it's kind of like we was living with coyotes. And then when we grow up, we got all this trauma. You know, we can't sleep at night. You know, we up all night talking and walking and eating, and you know, that's a stress. A lot of people suffer for that coming from the inner city. You know, and basically we're just like ghosts in a way. We're just like ghosts. We came from living with a bunch of coyotes, and now we live with regular civilized pets.
He pants. He's just, nighttime is really hard for him.
We would like for him to be adopted in a loving home where he's going to have a bed.
Yeah. Somebody gonna adopt him because y'all gonna promote it and y'all gonna make sure that dog get adopted. Okay, long nose. I love your nose, by the way. But we're gonna move on to the next story. This is a Memphis boy thanking Trump like he's like in love with Trump for making Memphis safe. For making Memphis a place where he could go to the corner store and get a bag of candy, Nalalators, from what I was told, and he don't have to worry about getting a bullet in his ass.
That's sweet boy Braylon and his mom, Delicia, join me now. Hey there, Braylon. I loved your video, and I just want to know, what was life in Memphis like before the National Guard?
Well, it's been pretty dangerous. I couldn't really go outside or play. And generally, whenever I turned on the news, there's been lots of reports of shootings in my area. So,
yeah, that's very scary. I can't.
It causes trauma. You could enjoy all the nonprofits you want. Let me tell you, you could get rich off of it, but think about the kids, man. Think about the kids. Can they live for once? Can they for once have one generation where they don't watch their friends getting shot up? Can they live in one generation? Can they have freedom to watch the TV and don't have to put on the news and watch all the people that got shot and killed within 2 blocks from where they live? Can they do that? Can they?
Imagine what that's like. And Braylon, what's it like now that the National Guard's there?
Well, it's been pretty peaceful now. I just kind of made it a thing for me to go outside and also practice my trumpet. And I feel like the crime rate has just slowed down a little bit more.
The trumpet. Delicia, you have a seriously impressive son.
I say it all the time. In the ghettos, it's not what y'all think. It's not all the time what you think. Yes, there is a whole bunch of people doing dummies, stupid shit all day. But it's a very small percent. Y'all have to believe me when I tell you this. The percentage is so small. Most people in the ghettos are getting up every day and going to work and raising kids that like to play with trumpets.
Playing the trumpet, that is amazing. Delicia, what's it like from your perspective? I'm a mom, and I can't imagine if my...
And you are a beautiful mom, let me tell you. A beautiful mom. If you want to become another mother of some other set of, brown skin babies, let me know.
Little kids couldn't go out and play.
It's been truly a wonderful experience. It's been well over a month now. And like I said, it's been a thing for me and my children to go outside and play. I've had tea on my porch, which again, wasn't something that I could do at first. And we're just grateful for that, just to be able, to have just that moment of peace. It's been great.
People don't understand how valuable it is to just have peace. Forget Democrat, forget Republican, forget independent, the ones that fake like they're not a Democrat. Forget those people. Think about the kids. Think about having peace. People just want to have peace. And we need the people that don't want to live in peace. We need them out the community. And that's why we need to get rid of this fake thing that brainwashes people that's called snitching. You need to snitch on everybody.
And, just being able to do new things and, it's like I said, overall, it's just been a wonderful experience.
That's great. And Braylon, have you gotten to meet any of the National Guardsmen or women?
Well, I've actually met some at my school for career day.
Wow, were they nice?
Yeah, they were nice. They told us everything that happens at the National Guard.
Okay. And I understand Team Trump has reposted your video. And, Delicia, I just want to know, if you were ever invited to go to the White House, would you go to the White House with Braylon if that opportunity ever came?
We would absolutely love the opportunity.
Okay. I thought you'd say that. Yeah. Don't listen to the rest of your friends back at home talking about, don't go in that daggone Red Devil's castle. No, you go there and you go get what you need to go get. You go get respected because you did a very good job and you raised a very good son. And you need to be awarded for that because there's a lot of baby mamas out there. They getting BBLs with the money, but at least you put your boy through trumpet class. Can't she get applause? God bless America.
We would love that. He's been the most actionable president that we've had in our time. And just for, my son, because this was something that he chose to want to do and give his experience.
Did you hear what she said? She said action. She said Trump has been the most actionable president of her lifetime. Unlike Mr. Biden, he was more like a sleepy, what they call him, Sleepy Joe. he was more, more of a NyQuil type of president,
Experience on, he would love that. We would love that, actually.
Braylon,
Yes.
what would you say to President Trump if you ever saw him?
Hey, Orange Man, I love ya.
Well, I just wanted to give my thanks to him for sending the National Guard here, because, as I stated before, I feel like the crime rate has really slowed down. So I just wanted to give my thanks to him.
Yeah. Braylon, you are...
That is so meaningful. Y'all don't understand how meaningful that is. You see, I'm a kid that actually experienced it, unlike y'all suburbians out there. Y'all suburban boys that think y'all from the hood, I actually experienced it. I come from a town called Irvington, New Jersey, and we are the second town in New Jersey that got took over by state troopers at one point in time. The first town in New Jersey is a town called Camden, New Jersey. Do not go there if you don't know anybody there, okay? But it's being gentrified now. A lot of places being gentrified, even in Irvington. But at that time, it wasn't no gentrification going on, let me tell you. And I remember going to a corner store, and it was this. Oh, at the time in Irvington, the state troopers they took over. They was out there with shotguns, AKs, all type of stuff, standing on the corners. And I remember going to the corner store, and this one officer is watching me and my group of friends, like talking, like, "Oh, you got a quarter? Oh, let me get a quarter. Let me go." Like we was like, asking each other for quarters because we wanted to get a certain amount of, candy and back in the day when the chips was like a quarter, And the officer, he actually heard us talking, and he bent down and smiled at us. Like kind of, dapped us on our head, shook our hands, and he gave us $1. He gave us $1. And I remember that was the most safest time that I ever seen in Irvington. I mean, I could walk around the whole neighborhood. I don't gotta worry about nobody trying to take my bike. I didn't have to worry about nobody trying to pickpocket me. I didn't have to worry about all the rest of the nonsense that you got to worry about on a daily basis living in Irvington. So I was happy that the governor at the time said, you know what, let's stop the crime in Irvington by letting the state troopers take over. And he will always, and that time will always be in a good memory of mine. And that's the absolute truth. But yeah, this was the little boy that thanked Trump, and we all thank Trump. A lot of people don't want to say it on social media because they scared of this algorithm thing, the AI bots, and But whatever, I'ma say it. We all thank Trump, and we all hope that America just become a better place, and people, stay off of the he's and the she's. It's more things that we need to fight for. If you didn't have at least one person in your family that created generational wealth, and your family been here for over 5, 6, 8 decades, you gotta focus, man. You gotta focus. Thank y'all for watching, like, and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching, like, and subscribe. If you laughed, if you looked, if you smiled, if you whatever you did in the video. If you think it's a good video, like the video. I like all the videos I watch. If I watch a video from over 30 seconds, I just hit the like button. I hit the like button because I'm taking my time to watch the video. So like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for watching deeply disgusted.